Hi, my name is Chris and I live in a small village on the island of Corfu with my wife Catherine. We share our home with 3 rescue dogs, Lucy, Mazzy and Chewy. We moved here 5 years ago from England. Welcome to the Greco files. Please like and subscribe to get notified of all our videos. Hi there and welcome to a bright and sunny Corfu. Today we're going to be making another Taverna classic. This one is called Sofrito. After we've done that, we're going to go and collect some wood. We're going to get the fire nice and warm, and then we're going to make some homemade shortbread cookies. Okay, let's get on with the cooking. Sofrito is a traditional dish to Corfu. It takes its name from the Italian word fritto, which means to fry. With the Venetians ruling Corfu from the mid-14th to the late 18th century, this is a dish which shows the legacy they left on our local cuisine. You will often see it described on taverna menus as being veal. It is, however, commonly made with a cut of good quality stewing beef, which is what I'm currently attempting to cut into pieces ready to cook. It's really important to get the best quality meat you can, as this will greatly affect the quality of the finished dish. Once the meat is cut, season it well with ground sea salt and ground black pepper. We are then going to dredge the meat in seasoned flour. This will form the basis for the sauce of the dish. Add the meat to the frying pan, which should be on a high heat. If required, fry in batches so the oil remains hot throughout the process. Once the meat has been sealed in to lock the flavour, we are going to remove it from the heat and set aside. Add the sliced garlic to the pan with the remaining meat juices. Then add the white wine vinegar. Now we deglaze the pan. The added liquid will loosen and dissolve the food particles that are stuck to the bottom of the pan. These food particles are a great source of flavour. Return the meat to the pan with the reserved juices and the garlic and continue to fry. The next step is to add the white wine, having tried it first for quality control purposes, and the beef broth. Season with salt and pepper. Cover and cook for 1 hour, 30 minutes on a low simmer. This should make the meat super tender. Come to live in Greece, they said. The weather's lovely even in the winter. Well, not right now, it's not. It cleared up quickly, to be fair. 15 minutes prior to the end of the cooking time, add a handful of chopped parsley and return to the heat. And here we have the finished dish. Traditionally, it would be served with mashed potato, but works equally well with rice or pasta. You can even serve it with chips if you're so inclined. Finally, squeeze over some fresh lemon juice and enjoy. Okay, I'm off down to the wood store now to top up our supplies. For many people on the island, one of the main sources of heat in the winter is from wood. Olive trees are pruned and the wood is stored. In this way they will have fuel for their open fires and their wood burning stoves. Here you see where the wood from the previous years is being stored in order to use in the winter. When we come round here, we can see this year's wood, which is obviously no use at this time, but will need to be stored and used next winter or the winter after. I think it's safe to say that we won't be running out anytime soon. Every year there are tragedies in the winter involving open fires and wood burning stoves. These could be obliterated by the simple use of a carbon monoxide detector. These inexpensive detectors, costing as little as £25 to £30, could save your life. They sound an audible alarm if carbon monoxide levels in the atmosphere rise too high. Okay, now we've got the fire going, let's get started on the cookies. Shortbread is incredibly simple to make. You're just going to need 125 grams of softened butter, 55 grams of sugar, 180 grams of plain flour, and 20 grams of dried fruit just to give it an extra edge. Also some caterer's sugar just to decorate them at the end. Take the butter and the sugar and place them into a large bowl. I like to knead them together by hand, and that should take you 2-3 minutes. Okay, now I'm going to add the fruit to the flour and then add that to the sugar and butter. Okay, now we're going to bring that all together. So that's brought all the ingredients together now. Okay, flour aboard. And get rolling it out. Once you've got it to the desired thickness, about that, we're going to cut out the rounds. I find the perfect size for us is actually a small espresso cup upside down. And that's going to give you a nice round, which is just the right thickness and also is dotted with the fruit. Okay, we've got 15 shortbreads comfortably out of that mixture. We put them on a baking tray and they're going to go in an oven and bake at 190 degrees centigrade for 15 to 20 minutes until they're just browning on the top of the biscuit. So there we have the finished article. Okay, thanks for joining us today. Remember, stay safe and we'll see you soon on the Greco Files.